maybe help others who may be lost. Just as I walk on this path today, I take these steps as I see myself on the red road, at indigenous ways, to talking out, Nimipu now, trying to keep my walk to those ways. I've been to a mountaintop, had visions, I've seen and heard things to know the spirit can come, the Waikin is there. If we but seek it in a good way, you'll be given these things, a path to follow, a power to guide your relationship with Creator your own. And it is you who must take these steps. But there are those who can guide you in a good way. So as I walk here, I wonder how many of these plants will die soon from climate change. Will these trees change for what man has done? The way these hills are managed for the last 100 years, what has that done? That river down below, what have we done to change? In the homelands, what have we done? What can we do to make things better? How can we help our children fight for their unborn grandchildren? It is the battle of the youth today, as much as those disconnected from our Mother Earth would choose to laugh and ridicule, governed by the dollar rather than the quality of life or a simplicity of spirituality and being for those around you, for something greater than yourself, in a good way, to leave this better. The natural world, our Mother Earth, the salmon, the goose, the elk, the deer, the eagle, the plants that grow, the trees, all those with roots, berries. We have this sacred responsibility that we take seriously, and we will honor. And so we wonder, what can we do? What has been done? Help us to fix things. Plant a tree known we'll never know its shade, but that our unborn children will need that shade to survive this heating planet, this changing world. We can do something, just as we know we're all made on this land, and we must always be on this land. The time of these teachings is upon us. And so we come back to these old ways, these teachings. The children of the rainbow are coming together. There's the peoples of many colors and races that are coming together to speak for each other, to speak for Mother Earth. So we take our place, we stand and be counted, we raise our hand to get that heart energy, that good light, to try to do those good things, knowing we have those things that we have done wrong, those things that we could do to undo. We can seek our forgiveness through action. We can live in a better way. So I think about these things. This is the first time I voice them. I just want something to be passed on to the kids. They need all the messages they can. If it's this technology, then we'll reach out to them in this technology way until they come to us. We could sit with them on this sacred ground here. We can teach them out here on the land to smell these wonderful smells, to hear these wonderful things, to see, to feel, to teach, to be. Help them to become of this place, to be of this place. We'll keep doing these things. We'll keep learning. Just as we know these sacred ways, we must teach them. Just as we must know the ways of this world we live in. We must know the reading, the writing, the history, the music, the math, the politics, not just those of this country, but those of the world, to know that what befalls us befalls the indigenous peoples of the world, in Brazil, in Europe, the Sami people, in Alaska, in Chile, in Africa, in Indonesia, and the remote islands around the world. Indigenous people's lives are being infringed upon. Their rights to exist are being crushed under genocide and oppression, to extinguish their way of life in the name of profit and control. For that is what we now see with the way things are going. This stump of this log often represents the deforestation that has been taking place around the world. The trees cut down. Not all of it is bad, but we can do more to plant. We need our trees. We can do these things. We can choose to live, to help each other. That's the indigenous way. That way has always worked for us, and it was only the hands of greed and power, hungry for more, insatiable appetites. So they made a way of life around it and put money there to make sure that all the rules were in their favor. And then they said, go ahead and play our game. And this is the fair shake that they gave the world when they had